Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crossing the Line. We've got a few stories lined up here today. We're going to take a look at the upcoming social media ban for under 16s here in Australia, who it's going to affect, and what it's going to ban you from or ban under 16s from. Also, what it's not going to ban. Looking at things like Roblox, a video game that is notorious for online predators and behaviors that are grooming in nature of under 16s and children, and why they seem to not really care about it, and have a look at some of the people that are doing things about it. And we're going to have a look at just what the circumstances are around the social media ban here in Australia. Now, I am completely against the social media ban for under 16s. It is going to affect people and affect kids in a way that they do not realize or do not care about. I'm not sure which one. It is veiled as a fake attempt at protecting children. It's just another way of the government to push forward their online ID or their national ID, and it's curtailing people's freedoms. Honestly, it's going to stop under 16 kids looking at things like news stories, current events. It's going to stop them from, yes, going on social media and seeing harmful things, but I don't see why that is the government's purview. That is up to the parents. The parents need to parent their children, if you ask me. Too many times here in Australia do people secede over their rights to the government just to make their day-to-day lives easier and keep, I think it's just the sheep herd mentality here in Australia is pretty rough at the moment. It's pretty bad. We saw that with the last couple of years with the sickness or the flu. I'm not sure if I can say the word on here, or it's going to be completely killed in the algorithm, but you know what I'm talking about, and the corresponding jabs and mandates that went along with it. But it just seems that Australia seems to enjoy signing over their parental control to the government and any control on their lives over to the government, if you ask me. But we're going to take a look at this first story here from 9 News. Australia's world first social media ban comes into effect next month. Here's what it will look like. Australia is now just 1 month away from banning people from under 16 from social media. In a world first move, Australia will be the first country to take on such a stance as banning children from some of the world's most popular social media platforms. I don't know if you're aware, but it's not the first country. Nepal did it, and it had disastrous effects for the government. I think the Nepalese people dragged them out of the parliamentary buildings, burnt down several parliamentary buildings. I'm not sure how many people died in the riots, but it was not a peaceful transition. And I actually haven't touched base with what's going on over there again after that explosion. But yeah, it didn't end well. And if Gen Z in Australia did anything like that, I'd be shocked. But, shit happens, honestly. It has not been without controversy, with arguments it is too restrictive and concerns that children will be able to circumvent any bans. Here it's how it works and how it will impact young Australians. What is a social media ban? Put simply, platforms are deemed age restricted will not be allowed to let children under 16 create an account. This measure will be legally binding with the government passed online safety amendment, social media minimum age, Bill 2024 in November last year. Parents will also be able to not be able to give consent for the children under 16 to be able to create an account on impacted platforms. However, the government insists it is not a ban, rather a delay to having an account. Yeah, sure. There is no perfect solution when it comes to keeping young Australians safe online, Minister for Communications Anika Wells said in July. But the social media minimum age laws will make a meaningful difference. They won't. They're going to do more harm than good. What sites are being banned for under 16s? You may be wondering what the age-restricted platform looks like. These are currently the platforms that will be hit by the ban. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, X or Twitter, YouTube, Threads, Reddit and Kik. Reddit and Kik will both be added to the ban last week, causing some controversy due to similar platforms being excluded from the list. Yeah, like Twitch, maybe? According to the Safety Commissioner, Julianne Inman-Grant, that's the online safety Karen, if you're unaware. These platforms have been included in the ban because of their sole or significant purpose to enable online social interaction between two or more users. Platforms also allow that post their own content material, as well as allowing users to interact with all other users on the platform. For some platforms such as YouTube and Reddit, children under 16 will be able to watch videos or view threads. They're still going to let them go on Reddit. They just won't be able to comment or is not required access to them. However, they'll not be allowed to create accounts or post comments or content on them. Yeah, so they're not going to, they're going to let them on Reddit, but they're not going to let them comment or anything. This is, that's like, that is exactly why this is a bullshit law. This is completely backwards. They aren't stopping kids from viewing any of the content that may be, bad or, disgusting. I mean, you can see what's on Twitter every day. You see what's on Instagram, just death, gore videos, you name it. All sorts of war footage from places like Ukraine and Gaza and stuff like that. But Reddit's probably one of the worst places on the planet for things like that. I mean, you have people live streaming their massacres on there and all sorts. And they're not banning them looking at that. I don't get how that works, but yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. But let the government be your daddy. It'll be okay. What platforms can under 16s use? The government has clarified which platforms will be fully accessible to children under 16. Popular streaming platforms, including Discord and Twitch, have not been included in the social media ban. Discord, another massive pedophile hub that is literally like one of the worst for it. Media ban, despite being both allowed for content with other content posted. Messaging platforms like Messenger and WhatsApp have also been excluded from the ban. Other well-known platforms to be excluded are GitHub, Google Classroom, Lego Play, Roblox, that's the one in particular, Steam and Steam Chat, YouTube Kids. The Safety Commissioner has clarified that the list is not final and more alterations could be made before the ban begins. They are going to just keep adding things to the list. If a new app comes out or a new program comes up, which they will, because they're literally going to come out and try to circumnavigate that law if they decide to abide by it anyway. But they will circumnavigate it as best as they can, because there's a lot of users that they're going to lose out on. When does the social media ban start? The social media ban is exactly 1 month on December 10th. What will happen to me if I have a current age account restricted platform? It stands that accounts to children on impacted platforms that be removed or deactivated under legislation. Platforms must take reasonable steps to enforce this. This means reasonable steps could just be things like age verification with a license or a passport, things like that. It could, for everyone, mind you, not just the under 16s. That's going to be for everyone to do, because the only way they're going to really knuckle down on that if they want to, because platforms could just tell Australia, tell the e-safety Karen to go and get screwed, which I think a few of them already have. But it's going to bring in a digital ID. That is what they're after, and it's just going to be one of those things. Oh well, it's not hard. Just go and do a digital ID. It's fine. You just need it to do absolutely everything. They've just brought it in the UK. The UK's, maybe a year or so ahead of us, maybe a couple of years in some cases. But, we do follow suit rather quickly. And the thing is that this isn't going to stop any kids consuming anything bad online. Kids have mobile phones. This isn't banning Pornhub or any of those things. The only way they're going to do that is by censoring the entire internet, which some countries do, like North Korea, Russia, places even it's like the most totalitarian dictatorship thing you can do with, like, boiling the frog thing. It's just slowly heating up the water so no one notices, and this is just one of the steps. This isn't here to protect kids. This is just here to bring in digital ID and censorship of things that they don't like. The problem is kids who are 16 or a bit younger, they may look at things on the internet that might, obviously bad, beheading videos, murder videos, crap like that. We don't want kids watching that. I saw that crap when I was growing up, and yeah, there's some videos that I will never forget. But the things that they are going to miss out on are news stories, trends that are like, political trends, like kids might get Free Palestine movement. I don't agree with that at all, but things like that. They're trying to stop the kids from being captured so they can, pick a side in this war between left and right that's going on at the moment. They aren't stopping any of the, the really bad apps or games or programs like Roblox for one. They are literally just doing anything they can to stop kids becoming right wing here in Australia. They don't want them on TikTok. They don't want them on X because they might see a point of view that the government doesn't deem to be coherent with their ideology. Things like, Roblox pushing pushing disgusting things on kids and letting them decide uh, that it's okay for them to have that on their platform because technically it doesn't break any of the rules. It's just disgusting. But we'll have a look at some of these Roblox things that I'm talking about. If you're not sure what it is, Roblox is a video game. It's the biggest video game in the world. I think it's got like some ungodly amount of users a day, like 90 million a day or something. I have young family members that use it, and I have told their parents, the safety concerns of this website. I'm not sure whether they still use it, but they are monitoring what they do online and what they're getting into, things like that. And Roblox is probably the worst thing. I mean, it's like some ungodly amount of 80,000 accounts are being linked to child sex material, and Roblox does sweet fuck all about it. The game your child loves. This story is from Education Daily. The game your child loves has a predator problem. Here's what's changed this year. 79 million users log in daily. Yeah, there we go. 80 million users. 79 million users. Not all of them are children. Some adults, specifically targeting the platform's youngest users. The scale of the problem. At least 30 people have been arrested in the United States since 2018 for abducting or sexually abusing children they groomed on Roblox. 7 of those arrests happened last year in the past 13 months. These aren't isolated incidents. They represent a documented pattern. One Florida man attempted to kidnap a teenager he played with on the platform. An 11-year-old girl in New Jersey was abducted by someone she met through Roblox. A California man abused a child whom he connected with the same way. Australian online safety educator Pendergast has witnessed the problem firsthand. When she asked students specific questions during school visits, 100 of them raised their hands. They've been offered free Roblox to strip their avatars. They're being asked to move conversations from Roblox to Snapchat or Discord. That's where Discord comes in and being a problem. What Australian regulators did, the E-Safety Commissioner Julian Inman Grant, E. Karen, didn't mince words. We know it. We know full well when it comes to platforms they are popular with children, they also become popular with adult predators seeking to prey on them. She stated, Roblox is no exception, and they become no exception, but it's not being banned. Become properly target for pedophiles seeking to groom children. Following a month's engagement, new safety measures took effect. Accounts for users under 16 will now default to private. The platform introduced tools preventing adults from contacting under 16s without parental consent. So you've got to go on there and tell them your age at this point. So what's the difference between an adult going on there and saying that they're 12? How are you going to stop that? They're not. They're not. So these measures are, it's like gun laws and gun-free zones in the US or in Australia or whatever. It's like it only works on people who aren't criminals, people who do follow the law. The financial exploitation layer, the predator problem isn't the only concern. Research from the University of Sydney revealed another troubling pattern. Children struggle with Roblox virtual currency system. An 11-year-old described navigating the conversations as scary. Many don't understand the real-world costs associated with their spending. I'm sure there's probably people watching this who's had their kids buy a whole bunch of V-Bucks or Robux or whatever it is and, waste a whole bunch of their money. Maybe you shouldn't be attaching your credit card to their video games. Just FYI, probably not a good idea. What the social media ban might miss. The Australian social media ban under 16 made headlines, but Roblox might not be included. The platform doesn't consider itself a social media service. It literally is, because it is groups that, it's made to have chat groups and social media group, basically just like the old VR chat groups. That is what Roblox does, just because you can play games on it. It is literally a pedophile predator hunting ground for kids. And if you, if you don't watch what your kids are doing online, they might just be playing this little game. You walk past and you see, oh yeah, it's pretty, PG-13 looking. And then they have certain things like toilet simulator and strip simulator or toilet games. And it's like, just role-playing games in toilets, bathrooms, and just inappropriate things that pedophiles and groomers go into. And there is a litany of people out there, YouTubers, podcasters, and online profiles that are hunting down these pedophiles and hunting down these people, and there's hundreds of them. And these people, the only way they're getting found out and the only way they're getting brought to justice is because these people, I wouldn't say it's vigilantism, but like vigilante like. They go and out them in public, and the only time anything gets done about it is when they make a big stink about it and it makes local news, and then people finally go, oh, well, we better do something about this person. Um, so they're ignoring the massive Roblox problem, and they're literally just attacking things that aren't harming kids as much. This is massive story from the other day. Texas sues, this is from the BBC. Texas sues Roblox for putting pedophiles and profits over safety. The Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton says that he sued Roblox over flatly ignoring safety laws and deceiving parents about the dangers of online video gaming platform poses to young people. In a social media post, he said Roblox is a breeding ground for predators, accusing Roblox of putting pixel pedophiles and over corporate profit over the safety of Texas children. The lawsuit adds the lawsuit adds to the legal challenges related to online safety and internet predators faced by the gaming giant, which has tens of millions of daily active users. Roblox told the BBC it is disappointed that it is being sued based on misrepresentation and sensationalized claims. Now, the BBC is also being sued for a large sum of money by a certain orange president, and I hope he gets every penny. The company's spokesperson said that the statement that shares that Paxton's commitment to keeping children safe online has introduced measures to remove bad actors and protect its users. Roblox, which is especially popular with children, operates in a massive online platform where users can play solo with friends. The platform has been marketed to families and offers a host of educational games, teaches subjects including coding, physics, and problem solving. Also, how to shell things. Users are also offered developer tools to build their own games. Feature has been resulted in some of the violent and sexual content surfacing on Roblox. Another feature that allows users to enter servers interact with strangers online has also been criticised for potentially exposing young players to dangerous individuals. Parents and children have raised concerns about Roblox, saying that they have seen distressing content or suffered abuse on the platform. Now, I'm just going to have a look at this here. I've recently come across this video again, but this video came out, was doing the rounds in 2024. But this is one of the instances where the local pedo has gone and met up with someone he was playing on Roblox. Now, this kid here playing here, blurred obviously, ring camera footage of this dude who thought it was A-OK to go up and meet his friend from Roblox online. Thank God his parents were there. But yeah, I'll show you. Let's play it out. So yeah, the mother comes out, and he's here to, like, on some sort of adventure to go and meet this kid's mother. Yeah, so kids do stupid things online. Yes, they do. with a flagpole there on the porch, I'm surprised he wasn't met with a 12 gauge. I mean, if it was my house, he definitely would have. I mean, here's another story. California man accused of kidnapping a 10-year-old he met on Roblox. Matthew Martuno, this is from the NBC News, was charged with kidnapping and unlawful sexual contact with a minor on Sunday, authorities said. 10-year-old child reported missing from Taft, California, was found Sunday after authorities alleged that the child was kidnapped by a 27-year-old man who had been communicating through popular gaming site Roblox, the messaging platform Discord, the Kearns County Sheriff Office said Wednesday. Follow the trend, Roblox and Discord. Now, there are things out there like Telegram, which kids probably ain't going to use very often unless the predator gets them to go on there. But, like things like Discord is very popular with kids. These are just, now, this story here, this is from Anna Paul Weiss, sorry. These are just some of the games that are on Discord, on Roblox that are obviously very bad. Roblox has approximately 40 million games available on the platform. While some have adult ratings, many of them are accessible, even marked to players of all ages. That means that groomers and sexual predators can have access to virtual playground that creates foundation for abuse. Now, Club Iris. These are the different video game lobbies that you can go into if you're unaware. Club Iris is a popular social gaming hub themed around a nightclub and accommodate up to 50 players simultaneously. In it, players can dance and socialise with others in voice chat. The game has a moderate maturity level, meaning it contains moderate violence, fear, light, realistic blood, crude humour. Numerous reports have emerged on alleging some of these players engage in sexual suggestive behaviour, including lap dances and sexual advances. Even with the moderate maturity label, Club Iris is still accessible and marketed to children as young as 13. Dress to Impress. These are the ones that they're progressively getting worse, but these are the ones to keep an eye out for. Dress to Impress is another game that on the outside appears innocent. You can expose to your child inappropriate sexual content centered around fashion. Dress to Impress offers players the chance to create fun outfits and show off their unique style. The catch: the avatars start their fashion journey in a department store dressed only in their underwear. Dress to Impress marketing all ages and is limited supervision, making exposure inappropriate sexual contact more likely, including inappropriate outfit choices. Fishnets are just one of their many examples. In addition to voice chat, also offers in-game chatting. Remember, avatars are real people from around the world, so you never know who you're playing it or who your child is interacting with. Sorry. Welcome to Bloxburg. Bloxburg players can build and decorate their own house, customize their wardrobe, get a job, earn money, and much more. Instances of appropriate sexual role playing were reported in game, so parents need to pay extra attention. Another pitfall in the game is related to the option to make in-game purchases. The tactic predators commonly use to groom children. For example, one predator has gauged your child's trust. They might ask for a photo to be sent to them on Snapchat in exchange for Roblox money. So Roblox is their version of currency. You buy the credit card or whatever. And they're soliciting videos and photos from the children and paying them with Robux. So this is like a monetarily way of washing money to get around so you can, buy child exploitation material, and Roblox knows full well it's happening. Boys and Girls Dance Club lets avatars dress and dance inappropriately with one another, even engage in romantic scenes such as kissing. It even grants players access to a bedroom too. It too offers an in-game chat feature, may include adult language themes and inappropriate kids. Meep City, similar to Bloxburg, lets users customize their homes, additional playing games, earning coins, and chatting up 40 different players. The game previously had for parties where players could either join or host Meep City House, where the feature was initially available to only players with Roblox Plus. It was removed following reports of inappropriate content. However, don't let that removal lure you into a false sense of security. Concerns remain that Meep City may still expose children to sexual contact due to reports of ongoing role-playing and inappropriate chat activity. Shower Simulator, you can imagine what's going on in there. Now, what they do is they may not have, so in this you can have your avatar in, say, Shower Simulator or in the Girls Dance Club. They know that's a 12-year-old kid playing that character, and they use that to get off on it. They may not have their physical form in front of them, maybe even don't get videos or messages or anything like that, but they know that they're walking into basically a kindergarten full of children and no one's watching them. And so they're getting off on those little things that they're doing in there, and sick individuals those people need to be removed off the platform and off the planet if possible, in Minecraft, of course. But Roblox does sweet fuck all about it. The people who have actually chased down these groomers, pedophiles and stuff like that, they have gone after them legally. They have actually chased down a prominent YouTuber who was outing these creeps on his channel because he was once, he was a big Roblox YouTuber, and where he was, let's say, groomed, or he had an incident anyway. I'm just going to that. But instead of going after the predators, Roblox goes after the people who are, showing everyone all the predators, which is basically them condoning what they are doing. Now, the social media ban coming up in a few days now is not going to stop your kids from getting online, getting access to horrible content. And like, obviously, Reddit is still available to them, so they have absolutely everything at their fingertips. This is only going to stop the kids are going to actually, if they want to get online, they're going to hide it more now. They're going to hide Facebook pages if they're on a Facebook page, or more like TikTok and Snapchat. They're going to hide it from their parents. It's not going to be open because they know it's going to be illegal or whatever. So they're going to get around it. They're going to find ways to get around it. And this is just the government's way of getting more coercive control over us. And they're labeling it as protecting children, but they're not even doing anything against the worst offenders. And it's amazing the amount of people that think this is a great idea. Banning it, it's going to affect disadvantaged children who use these. A lot of kids nowadays don't have friends in the outside world. They might be bullied at school, and they go online and they go and talk to their friends on video games. They go and talk to their favorite YouTuber. They go and talk to their friends on Discord or Roblox even. And they've got enough problems to deal with, and now they're not going to be able to talk to those friends. I've got friends from all around the world that I talk to online, whether it's Xbox or Discord. We've got messenger groups that the FBI is probably looking into right now, but they are friendship groups that are going to be gone once this under 16 ban kicks in. And I don't think that is going to be worth it. I think we're going to see probably protests. I think we're going to see probably suicides, and I think the government's going to be to blame for that. And I don't see this helping anyone. It's just going to cause more harm than good. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is a government going too far? Do you think we should ban under 16s from using social media? Have we not gone far enough? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.